Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, welcome, and for those of you that are returning, welcome back, and thank you guys so much for your continued love and support to the channel. This is going to be a general energy check-in. We are seeing what you need to know or be aware of at this time for your highest and greatest good, and this of course will be for everyone of all zodiac signs. Do keep in mind this is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate or fit your specific story. However, I do ask as always that you guys give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you are not already. I would absolutely love to have you guys here tapping in with us and getting these messages. All right, let's see what's going on. I hope that you guys are doing well, staying safe, happy, and healthy as always. Spirit, what does the collective need to know at this time? What is it that they need to know or be aware of? All right, so we got difficult truth that came out here. What does the collective need to know? All right, we have lessons from the past, and we also have no help here. All right, we got message coming out. So there could be some communication coming in, maybe about a lesson from the past or about some sort of truth that was difficult for someone to maybe accept or understand. We got moving up coming out. What does the collective need to know? Messages for the collective. We got fork in the road here. Let's get one more. All right, and we got luck here. So not a bad ending, I'll say. Bottom of the deck, we have bittersweet. So with this energy of bittersweet, this is the energy of course, accepting the good with the bad or taking the bitter with the sweet. Authority figure and together here. So this may involve someone that has some sort of authority figure, or I want to say authority. So you could be the authority figure, someone else could. But it's something here about people working together or coming together. Now, this could be coming together to create some sort of authority or put someone in position to become this authority figure. However, with bittersweet here, again, there's this energy of doing something, creating something, building something, whatever it is. There's good and bad that comes along with it. So we've all been through situations where there's something that we've done or something that we've pursued or something that we've really wanted, and we may get it, but as always, there are costs that can sometimes come along with things here. So I don't know if this is someone that is going through this now or if this is something that may have happened, but it's very clear to me that the past is presently a thing. I see difficult truth in the past position. So there is something that someone has had to come to terms with, or some sort of truth that someone has had to possibly learn or accept here. What is this difficult truth about? What is this difficult truth about? All right, so we have the Ace of Pentacles here. Tell me more about this difficult truth. And we have the Nine of Swords here. So there's an opportunity or some sort of blessing, some sort of offer, definitely something new, but it seems like someone here is worried or it's presenting some sort of fear. So it's almost like getting something or receiving something, but also whatever this is, there's some sort of fear or worry about it. So let's say someone's presented with something or they're giving something, because this is one of those energies I'm picking up where you have to be prepared, or what's the saying where you're only granted something if you're able to handle it. And this is one of those energies where someone here may have been gifted or given or granted some sort of opportunity with this Ace of Pentacles, but in the Nine of Swords, this is a big responsibility. It's something that worries them here. Eight of Pentacles, maybe this is someone that has to work harder or they have to commit to something here. And again, it could be good or bad, but it's definitely an energy of, am I going to be able to do this? Is this something that I'm able to handle? Is this something that I'm able to manage here? I do feel with the High Priestess and the Knight of Swords, someone here has definitely thought a lot about this, or this is something that has been weighing on someone, maybe even subconsciously with the High Priestess. Now, there is something here about a lesson that someone here needs to recognize. So typically with lessons from the past, this lets us know that something from the past is, again, very prevalent, or it matters today. Tell me about lesson from the past. What is this lesson from the past? We got the Devil and the Knight of Cups. So it's something here about being attached to something, or being unnecessarily, I'll say, attached to something, because the devil, of course, is something that we don't typically want, or things that we know are not good for us. However, with this Knight of Cups here, I feel like someone's allowing their feelings or emotions to control them, maybe to force them to do things, or take some sort of action here. I do see the Four Wands, so there could be an obsession with being in love or being in a relationship. And again, this is a lesson from the past that someone may be dealing with now, or something that may have come up. I'm seeing the Hermit, Ten of Wands, and the Four Wands. So the Hermit is definitely someone here who has grown. This is someone that typically is wise, but with that Ten of Wands, it feels like someone here is still carrying some sort of baggage, or there is something from the past that, again, is still affecting someone today. Now, with no help here, someone here, I feel like there's an energy of not having help, or not having support, or doors that are likely being closed. Why is no help here? We got the Four of Pentacles here, so someone could be holding back. Nine of Pentacles, this is someone who has some sort of support, or they can support, but the Knight of Wands, Ten of Swords, it's like doing something or pursuing something is going to cause a problem, or some sort of major setback here. Tell me about no help. And the Seven of Pentacles. So 4 and 7 of Pentacles both are earth energy, but this talks about holding back support, or holding back, maybe waiting until you get more information, or until the right time arrives. 7 of Pentacles is someone that will invest, but reluctantly, or they want to wait. They want to find out more information. I need to see more progress before I give to something here. So I don't know if this is about someone that needs to develop more, or that needs to grow a bit more, but I do see the Ace of Wands. So there is some sort of opportunity, or something that may come about after a sad phase, or after some sort of loss, or after overcoming something. So it could be that whatever we're dealing with here, someone needs more time, because I'm seeing the Ace of Pentacles, and I don't know, maybe someone did not get an offer, or maybe someone was told that there's something about what they need to do, or they need to invest more, or do something here. And maybe this is someone that's trying to achieve something, or again, trying to receive something very valuable, very important. But there is this energy of knowing and realizing that maybe someone has to secure themselves, or put in more work, or do a little bit more in order to achieve this here. Now, what's interesting though is that with no help here, this is someone that may be on their own, or doing this without any help, any guidance, any assistance here. Now, with message coming out, there is maybe a lack of communication, or someone may not be communicating, or there's a message that someone may be missing here. Tell me about a message, or maybe someone's not getting the message. We got the Six of Swords. So this could be something that's supposed to come in. Someone was maybe expecting or hoping for some sort of communication. Tell me about message. What is this message with the Six of Swords? Yeah, we got the Chariot. So this is definitely about some sort of message coming in, or something that was supposed to move forward. Six of Swords with the Chariot, these are both energies of forward movement. These are energies of travel, or elevating, in some cases going to the next level. So it feels like someone here may not have gotten a message, or with Temperance here, it feels like maybe something was delayed, because Temperance can also talk about things that are needing to be delayed, or again, waiting patiently, especially with the Knight and Four of Swords here. Now, interestingly enough, moving on up is here. So someone here definitely has the potential to elevate and move up, but it makes me feel like there's something that someone's missing, or there's something that someone has to do in order to get or receive this opportunity. Tell me about moving on up. We got the King of Swords. So this is about mastery, being the best at something here. Four of Cups is here, the Magician, and the Six of Cups. So it's something here regarding the past. And again, it could be learning from a past mistake or something from a past instance where you may have fumbled an opportunity, but it's about learning to do something different or in a different way, I'll say. Tell me about moving on up with that King of Swords. King of Swords is definitely very intelligent here. And we got the Eight of Cups. So interesting. King of Swords, Eight of Cups. This is definitely someone who is moving forward and going somewhere, but they're doing it in a very mental way, meaning that someone here is very, I want to say this is a person that is very aware of what they're doing. King of Swords has that awareness, but he or she also acts accordingly. So as the King of Swords, this is about your brain or how you articulate things, how you think about things. It's a mindset I'm getting. So for some of you, there is a chance to move up or elevate, but it's about also changing your mindset or changing the way you think about things, the way you see things. Death is here. So this lets us know that something requires a complete transformation or putting something from the past to bed, to rest, ending it. And look, Queen of Swords is here. So it's about going from a queen to a King of Swords here. And it lets me know that it's about elevation. So changing the way you think, changing your mindset, changing how you see things, how you communicate. And again, I don't know if this is something that is required, but it feels like it's more so about how someone thinks or the way that they process knowledge or information or things like that. Now, with Fork in the Road, someone here is going to be given some sort of choice, or there's an opportunity that may present itself, but it may be different from what someone's expecting, or someone may have to go in a different direction here. What is this Fork in the Road about? We got the Queen of Wands coming out, fire sign energy, and with the Two of Swords, someone here may not see this coming or may not expect it. Ooh. And we got the Five of Swords here. So Queen of Wands, Five of Swords, someone here could take a loss. Someone here may lose something or have some sort of setback, or there could be something that does not pan or work out. But again, with Fork in the Road, it's meant to take someone in a different direction or allow them to do something different here. There's something that someone is not expecting. And with the Hermit, Ten of Wands, I do feel like this is something very difficult or something that's going to require a lot of work, but when we put in the work, we're working towards that reward, or knowing that the work that we do put in, it's going to pan out, it's going to pay off, because in the end, the reward is obviously going to be worth it. And I'm seeing that here because I'm seeing luck come out in the outcome. So someone here is going to be very lucky or end up in a luckier or maybe a better situation. Tell me about this luck. So this could be a situation where something did not work out for someone. We got the King of Cups here. So doing something that someone loves, or with justice, something working out, balancing out, and making someone extremely happy or very emotionally fulfilled here. Tell me about luck. We got water sign energy. Wow, and Judgment. So yeah, this is definitely something that will completely change, or it's like someone is able to answer the call. This is a very spiritual energy with the King of Cups. It's following your heart, or knowing that you can really progress here, because I'm seeing the King of Swords. And it lets me know in order to move ahead, someone has to be the King of Swords. But keep in mind, the Devil in the Knight of Cups is here. So we're obviously talking about a person that operates from emotion, or may even allow their emotions to control them with the Devil, Knight of Cups. But it's like someone here is expecting to elevate, to move up, to go somewhere, and they're expected to be a King of Swords when they're really a King of Cups, or Knight of Cups even. And Ace of Swords, there is some sort of clarity, or someone that's going to be able to do something clearly. But this makes me feel like someone here, they're a water person, and in order to succeed in whatever this is, they have to be an air person, and that may not be them. Judgment, King of Cups, you can be yourself, or you can do what you love or what feels right. And again, Devil, Knight of Cups, this is definitely someone here who may be controlled by how they feel. So how you feel allows you to do things, or you don't do things unless you feel a certain way about it, or something like that. And it could have ruined opportunities, or for some of you, this could be a job situation, because there are times, especially with corporate settings or jobs, where cups is not, that's not okay. It's like a known thing, you know. It may not be spoken about, but everyone knows you're expected to be in the Swords or Pentacles energy, never the Cups. And this could be someone that, you know, is trying to move up or elevate, but they're unable to do so. And it has to do with them having some sort of emotional connection or being connected to their feelings and emotions in a way that kind of, I don't want to say makes them feel like, it just makes me feel like someone is seen as being emotionally charged or controlled by their feelings and emotions, and it really could be preventing them from doing something. But to see that Queen of Wands, Five of Swords, someone may lose a situation or an opportunity, but it could end up bringing about, again, something different, or allowing someone to truly be seen or to truly work in a field or a place, or, you know, something that really resonates with their soul or their spirit here. So let me clarify this a little bit and see. Why is this Ace of Pentacles, Nine of Swords here? What is that about with the difficult truth? We got the Nine of Cups. So this is about something that would make someone very happy, something that would bring some level of fulfillment or some sort of satisfaction to a person. But with the Five of Pentacles, I feel like there was a loss, or someone did not get it, or someone here may have missed this opportunity here. Two of Cups to the Wheel and the Five of Pentacles. So something changed, or there was some sort of change, and whatever someone decided to do or decision that was made, Five of Pentacles, someone here may have missed an opportunity or lost out on some sort of even financial blessing. Tell me about the Devil, Knight of Cups energy. We get the Three of Pentacles. So this is some sort of collaborative effort. Three of Pentacles talks about teamwork or coming together, but you can't really work together, or you can't come together successfully if someone in this dynamic is in this Devil, Knight of Cups. It's not going to work, because someone feels as if, okay, if you are working or doing something, or if we're building something solid, if you let your emotions control you or your feelings dictate how we get work done or how this is done, it's not going to work. Five of Cups is here. So you see a Knight of Cups and a Five of Cups, and it lets me know that someone's feelings or emotions could be up and down. That's not a bad thing, but it's just that someone here needs to operate, work, or do something that is allowing them, of course, to use their emotions, but they don't have to feel like it's a negative thing, or, you know, you don't have to feel like it's, yeah, look at that, Knight of Pentacles, Five of Cups. So someone here definitely lost an opportunity. They lost some sort of offer here, and again, it has something to do with being controlled or not being able to control their emotions or feelings here. What is this Four and Seven of Pentacles about? So this could be someone saying give it more time, or you need more time to grow. Yeah, we got the Lovers coming out, Gemini energy. So there's a choice that was made, or there could be some sort of choice here. And with the Queen of Swords, this decision is clear. Queen of Swords is the type of person that is not only very no nonsense, but the type of person where they're just head above heart. They don't really deal with emotions. They don't deal with feelings. They just kind of do what needs to do here. So for many of you, the choice was made about someone who may be able to hold back, or they don't necessarily speak on how they feel or allow their feelings or emotions to dictate things. Why is the Six of Swords Chariot here? Because there's a message that could be coming in, or some sort of message that someone was expecting. Why is the Six of Swords Chariot here? Yeah, we got the Ace of Pentacles. So someone definitely expected to receive this offer or this opportunity here. High Priestess is here. So there is something, the Magician and Judgment is here. So someone here was very, very focused on getting this here. Someone here was definitely trying to manifest this. I feel like with the High Priestess, there's an energy of knowing that you have this, or knowing that you can do this, because the Magician is someone very capable. So someone feels as if I should have gotten this, or this should have come to me, or I should have gotten this opportunity, this blessing. I'm very capable, but I feel like it was lost, or someone didn't get it because of their feelings or emotions. And it could be something from the past. This may not be who or how this person is today, but if people from the past have seen you and felt as if you are someone that allows your emotions or feelings to control you, sometimes it's hard to break free of certain narratives, or the way that others view us or see us, even if we have changed. So it feels like it's one of those energies. Tell me about this King of Swords, Eight of Cups. We got the Fool. So the Fool represents complete new beginnings. It represents someone here that is starting over or making a choice to put themselves out there. And what this lets me know is that there is an opportunity that may be coming back in. And look, we got that same King of Swords showing up. Five of Swords, Death. So something may be ending. Something may completely end, because death with the Five of Swords and the King of Swords, that's like getting cut off. Like getting fired or laid off or something like that. And I'm not projecting that or putting that out there, but I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys either. I have to call it like I see it. Death represents permanent endings, and with the Five and King of Swords here, there is something that is going to become difficult, or there could be a difficult choice or decision that needs to be made here. Tell me about this Queen of Wands, Five of Swords. Because the Queen of Wands may lose something or may end up on, you know, some sort of chopping block. We got Strength, heavy Leo energy. So this is going to require someone to really do a lot or put themselves out there in a very bold and courageous way. Nine of Swords is here. So I'm not going to lie, this is something that a person has feared, or maybe with Temperance in the Seven of Cups, they've known that something was initially going to happen or something was eventually going to come in here, and it's going to require someone to really have to be strong in this dynamic here. So again, I don't know if this is a job. It could be something different. It feels like work or a business or an opportunity, and someone may not be getting something, but it also feels like they could be ending up with something much better. Clarify the King of Cups with Judgment and Luck. Clarify the King of Cups with Judgment. Page of Pentacles. So you see, someone here is going to be starting over, a new opportunity, working towards something different. And again, the Star is here. So this, and I have to cover the Star, but the Star represents healing, hope, shining here. And there's that Six of Swords. So again, we saw the Six of Swords here, and someone here may be feeling like, I've missed an opportunity, something did not come to me, something did not happen in the way that it was supposed to. And you may be feeling like, you know, what am I going to do? Or how am I going to maneuver or maintain this? And it feels like you're being guided to do something different. So you could be working for yourself or starting a new job, a new business, but whatever this is, it's better suited for you because it allows you to really tap into your emotions and feelings and work off of what comes natural to you, which feels like emotional connections, or work in a way that suits you because you can work based on what you feel. So again, I don't know who this message is for, but let's get some money messages or see what else comes out, because it definitely feels like it's about an opportunity or a job. We got new assets here. Kind of came out in the reverse. I'll keep it in the reverse just because that's how I seen it. But for some of you, be mindful of what you're buying, what you're spending. If you don't absolutely have to get a new car, a new house, a new whatever, you may want to hold off on that, or you may want to pull back. Vacation is here at the bottom of the deck. So again, I'm not telling you not to plan a vacation, but be mindful of what you're planning, what you're doing, because you may need money in the long run, or you may need money later on down the line. And if it's all spent, or if you bought a lot of new things, that could put someone in a difficult position here. What advice do you have? Yeah, overspending is here. So Spirit is saying be mindful of overspending here. Performance evaluation is here in the reverse. So if we're dealing with a job, for some of you, maybe your evaluation has declined or struggled, or there's something here that you are being looked at, but you do need to be mindful, because with overspending, this doesn't have to be you. This can be a company that you work for that has exceeded their budget or has overspent, and now they have to trim the fat. You guys know what that means. So just be mindful or careful here. Any other messages or advice? What do we got? We have training. So some of you may want to think about learning something new or taking on some new training. There's so many online courses and so many things that we can do or learn in our spare time, on the weekends, while we're on the phone here. So don't be closed off when it comes to learning new skills here. I do see follow-up here. So also be mindful that there is something that maybe you've started doing or something that you've begun and you may have stopped or stopped giving to it. think about restarting it, or think about training, or, you know, getting back into it, or learning something new, because I do feel like it's something that will pay off or be beneficial to someone. What does a collective need to know? We got overtime here, and we also got internship. So overtime and internship is coming out together. Spirit is saying really put some time into something new. Internship doesn't have to be you actually getting an internship, but usually it's the things that we're just starting out with, the things that we're just learning. And for some of you, maybe it's a side hustle or a side business, or just something that you really love to do. Spirit is saying go ahead and really put a lot of time, or if you do have extra time in the evenings, or whatever it looks like for you, go ahead and devote some time to that, learning it and perfecting that, because again, it's something that you may need or end up doing full time or long term in the future. And look, we got right direction coming out. So you're going in the right direction. We're going in the right direction. We got toxic work environment coming out here. Job loss and unexpected income. So again, this could be a toxic work environment. Some of you could be losing a job, or finding out that, again, a job is downsizing and you may be on the chopping block. And again, I'm not putting that out there, but we got to be realistic here. But with unexpected income, look, you could be making money off your phone. And I don't give financial advice, but this guy, he's trading. So go ahead and get your Robin Hood on if that's what you're into. And again, see a financial advisor or someone who really does that. But there are so many ways, especially online, that you can earn and make money. You can invest, you can buy into things or do things and allow it to grow. So I don't know who this message is for, but Spirit is just letting someone know, even though things may not have worked out, or even though things may have declined or completely fell apart, if this is a job or a situation involving your finances, you do have options. There are things that you may not even realize that you're good at, or things that maybe you've previously started and just never followed up on. Don't be afraid to follow up. Don't be afraid to pick up a new hobby, or pick up a new hustle, or do something on the side that you can possibly turn into a full-time thing or something. And I know plenty of people that started just doing a small thing on the side, and the next thing you know, boom, they quit their 9-to-5 job, and this is what they do day in and day out. So whoever this message is for, I feel like this is your time to really get your, I don't want to say affairs in order, but get your things together. You know, if you know that there's a shaky environment, or things are kind of up and down, you're not really sure about the future, especially if it's a very kind of tumultuous or toxic work environment, start doing what you have to do. Start slowly, put a couple dollars away every week, you know, invest in some things every time you get paid, or, you know, pay off your debt, pay down your credit cards. And again, I'm not giving any financial advice, but some of this stuff is just basic common sense stuff that we like to talk about or speak on. So let's get a message here. There's a saying, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. So the message here is just stay ready, because you never know. What does the collective need to take away? Yeah, look at that. We got sculpture itself. So you're about to create something, or design something, or sculpt something, and maybe it's just your new lifestyle here. But we have shape the sculpture of self, honoring the perpetual act of forming and expressing identity. So this is about who you are. Working or doing something that aligns with your identity, or aligns with the person you are. You could be doing something now for money, or doing something now because that's what you've already done or already has done, but this is not the end for someone. This is not where you're supposed to be. What you're supposed to be doing is something that feels right, that feels true, and most importantly, maybe allows you to feel something. So if you're working in a just 9-to-5 or a cubicle or whatever you are doing, just know that this is not the end goal. You have options, and there is an opportunity that's about to present itself, or that will be or has already presented itself. But this opportunity is going to allow you to work in a way that feels right and feels true to who you truly are inside. So guys, that is the message I have for you today. We got worthy goal here, so don't be afraid to do it. I do hope this resonates and gives you some clarity here, especially if this is something that you're going through. Be sure to let me know in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you would like to continue getting these messages on a daily basis. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.